Okay. I'm a 3D artist and animator. Today we're making Searchlights. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I want this cube out of the scene. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. There goes another clone, I guess. It's okay. The first thing I start with is kind of making this like mouse or iron looking thing. And for some apparent reason, you guys kind of say it looks like a lemon. I don't really see it, but that's okay. Anywho, I'm just trying to get like the main base shape out of it. And I want to kind of get more character pulled into this creature because you don't really get to see it in the main game. Just in case you didn't know, Searchlights... Just in case you didn't know, Searchlights... In case you didn't know, Searchlights is this like mini boss halfway through the game called Pressure. It's on Roblox, pretty good game. And it's like these giant fish that you see in the sky or sometimes just in water. And they have giant, spotlights for eyeballs because, why wouldn't you have giant eyeballs? But they're like this halfway point to the end, I would say, almost halfway point. And if you play the game, not too many spoilers if you haven't beat it, but they do have an appearance at the end. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Reading the document that you see here, I actually realized that he had a shell, which you guys were mentioning this on stream. You guys were mentioning how he had a shell on top of his body. And I thought it would be cooler, not just a shell on his body, that is apparently unpenetrable. But if the shell had spikes on top of it, and maybe even use the spikes and somehow to benefit itself. I don't know, I find this something to think about. How would you add to this creature? I genuinely want to know because for me, it was pretty much just trying to rethink what was already given to us, You can see here, there we go. I'm installing the eyes to the creature, and one of you guys in the comments mentioned that I should add 4 eyeballs to this creature. That would definitely make it harder inside of, or 6 eyeballs, sorry. 6 eyeballs. It would definitely make it harder in the game, I would imagine, because now you have to deal with 6 spotlights all looking for you and gonna kill you. Then I added a variety of different hooks. The hooks in my eyes are these kind of like bones that are naturally, growing from the creature. And I wanted it to kind of copy what it saw. So it's a very intelligent creature. So it copies or somehow evolved where it had these giant hooks that are all like, you got fish hooks, and then I'm gonna put some like spears or like tridents onto it. Because why not? One of you guys really, suggested this first, and I thought that was a great idea that it was like adapting to its environment in this way to really kill its prey. So, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so time for one of my favorite parts of modeling these creatures, sculpting. I actually think that I did a very good job on this sculpt. I made it look yucky, I made it look really detailed on the bottom. You're gonna see how much detail I put into the mouse. and how like organic that looks compared to the top where it looks more like a shell and like a sharp object. Even with the fins, I really loved how I did the back fin, but I really do think I did a really good job. If there's any other details that you think I should have added, please do tell me in the comments. Anything that you would have done differently, tell me, because I always want to, you know, improve these type of videos and these type of models, because everyone has different opinions about all these models. You know, some of these are not exactly, you know, what they look like, you know, from the game, because Roblox can't go into like high detail depths. I don't know if you saw, but I had these like gills on the top that I was adding because I was like, okay, somewhere around here, maybe, I don't know, I'm pointing at random directions. Look how fast I'm going. Whoa! Okay, sorry. So I was putting on gills somewhere. It might be already past the animation. I have no idea, or the background. But someone in the chat at a time when I was streaming, they said that I should add the gills on the bottom, and I'm like, oh, why? And he explained that, you know, gills are typically seen as a weak point on a creature. And I was like, okay, that's right. That sounds pretty right. Like, you know, dolphins attack sharks in the gills because that's like a weak point. Makes sense. So I added like a little nose on the bottom where they wouldn't, you know, it would get harder to be attacked there, you know? So this is one of the examples of me, you know, changing my models because one of my fans or viewers have a better idea about what I should do. And I'm like, you know what? I agree. You know, I just don't agree on the big butts though. You guys really have those butts you guys like on my creatures. I don't know. Time to work on the teeth. Also, I'm going to add all the little like hooks in the strings at the very bottom of the creature, I guess, or like sticking out of the creature. These teeth were kind of like a back and forth. I went and changed them after, but in the stream that you're watching here, I actually made them pretty small. But yeah, I need to be smaller and more closer together and creepy like. I also added multiple layers that you'll see soon, and then like a flesh tone to it. Just adding like a razor sharp teeth to it to really kind of show the intimidation of this creature that if you're stuck in its mouth, there's no going back. Okay, so time to work on the fins right about here. There we go. And these fins actually on the creature are glowing, which I find very interesting. A lot of fins in like the ocean don't typically glow. I know that there are some fish that glow in the water and their fins glow and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly what type of fish. But I'll probably put some on the screen. I don't know exactly why they would glow and if that benefits the creature and in what way, but it sure is interesting. Tell me down in the comments your theories about why the fins glow. time to get some final details in and to color. I put on my monster texture, which I put onto pretty much all my creatures that I make. And I'm probably going to update it in the future, but I want to put on this like grayish look because in the game it kind of has this like gray brown look to it. Try not to make it look like poo, but it's kind of hard not to sometimes, you know. But I put on the bone texture, get these creepy bones happening, going on. And because again, of course, the little spikes on him, I feel like are definitely some type of bones sticking out, all gross like. And just trying to get everything organized and all correctly colored so that when I light it and put the lighting all around it, it makes it look all nice and pretty. Okay, so we're kind of getting close to the end of the video, but right here you can see that I am rigging, which it was kind of challenging to do on this one because the creature has like 3 tails, I would say, 3 fins or whatever. So I had to make each one of them posable, and it kind of worked out. The program that I use is AutoRig Pro. I'm still learning it, but I think I got a good amount of movement in the end, including the body and everything like that. And I was even thinking that potentially in the future, I might use him for animation purposes. And I would probably change a couple things around, but yeah, I think I would love to do that. If you guys want to see that, please do tell me. I would just have to make his little like hooks movable because right now the string that's attached to them, it doesn't really move. Yeah, it's just, you know, it happens, but I would probably move it or make it be able to move and then animate it all cool like, yeah. Otherwise, I think this is it of the video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Time for the beauty shots. Okay, so that's going to be it for today, but I did want to mention something. You know how I mentioned that I might use this creature for one of my animations in the future? Exciting news, I am going to make an animation, not with this creature, but with something else. You guys can go ahead and theorize it. I already put out a little bit of a hint on the community tab if you want to go look at that. It's probably like a day or 2 old, so you go ahead and scroll down like a little bit and you'll find it. Anywho, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, afternoon, and night. Peace out.